Hey, parents and teachers, listen, it's your girl Sharita. If you want your child or your students to improve reading this year, like get really good at reading, okay? If you're tired of them struggling to do assignments on their own, you have to read everything for them failing, you know what I mean? And then their self-esteem being affected. If you are tired of that, you need to do two things. One, you need to make them sit down. And what I mean by that is you got to put that structure in place where they can't run around and do whatever they want to do, and they have to sit down and focus. You understand what I'm saying? And then number two, you have to make sure they're reading all day. All day. They have to become readers. And that means if you're doing something, if you're teaching them something, if they're working on something and they can't read it, everything stops. And it's time to learn how to read this on your own and then move forward. Now, I know that that's easier said than done. I know that there's a lot that may get in the way, and I understand that. Behaviors and everything, I understand that. Follow me so we can keep talking about this. However, the focus that you give it right now and the high standards that you set right now for them, that they must read, they must learn how to read, is going to make the rest of the school year way better. Okay? This is for parents and teachers. It's going to make the rest of the school year way better. So you got to make sure they are reading now. Make sure they're reading all day, everything. Teachers, when you teach this year, make sure that they are reading the wall every day. Make sure and this is the other thing, parents and teachers, make sure that they read, and then they write. So if they learn how to read something, tell them to write it down. I always say to my students, good readers are good writers, good writers are good readers. And we have to actively be making them work. You understand? So no more you standing in front of the classroom, teachers, and you doing all the reading and then expecting them to then follow you and complete the assignment. No, they need to work. So whatever you write on the board, they're reading it. Whatever notes you write on the board, make sure they're note takers. They read it, they write it down. Parents at home, whatever homework, if they're reading, they're reading their directions and they can't read it on their own, you teach them how to read it. Don't read it for them. Teach them how to read it. Make them read it like 3 times and make them write it down, so that they can become responsible for their own literacy. They can become engaged and active learners when it comes to their own literacy and their own growth. Okay? You got this. Let's turn these kids into readers. Too many of our kids in this country reading below grade level, and I'm tired of it. Okay? And I think all of us working together, we're going to change the game. Let's do this. We got this. I do this for all the time for my students, so I know it's possible. Okay? All right? We got this. Let's do this together. Believe in yourself. Believe in your child and students. And always remember that growth is unlimited. I love you. Peace.